All right. Hello, LinkedIn. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. How are you doing? Today, I am back with Trisha and her beautiful flowers. This is part HubSpot, part flower content.
I love that.
um, don't look at my thing right behind me. Let's cover that. I should switch it. I should switch that for something that's more alive, but
You
it
should.
is
You should.
it is coming back, but
It is coming back. But I
not
can see Frank today, so I'm enjoying the view.
the real Frank or the fake Frank.
I can see both of them,
Yeah.
but normally I don't see real Frank.
Yeah, well, he is, like, there. Oh, look, there he is.
At one of your previous places, I used to see Frank. I used to see a lot of Frank because there was a couch behind Casey, and
Mhm.
Frank was frequently. I mean, Frank likes a couch, right?
He does. He does like a couch. So when COVID started and we went all virtual, my office was the dining room table, and the couch was right behind me.
Hmm.
However, the setup then was I was on one side of the dining room table, and Andy, my husband, was on the other side, and we were facing each other.
That's
Um,
not good.
so, at first, 2 weeks. So, like, we were, like, living with it, like, 2 weeks, it's fine. When that when that became clear that wasn't it, we decided one of us had to move, and I made the most sense because I
Oh,
don't
that's when you went in the closet.
I was in it was a
You
bedroom.
stepped in the closet.
It was a bedroom.
Wait, am I thinking no, that was okay, that was your last place that was the closet.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
but then I moved to our guest bedroom, which was barely a guest bedroom, but that's technically what it was. Um, but I actually delayed moving, even though it was so annoying that Andy and I were, like, talking at each other all day, because I was like, "Frank sits behind me on the couch," and
Oh,
I
I
was
missed it. I
and
missed
I was
it.
like, "People are gonna be really disappointed if I move." I
W
was
Yes, we were.
and they were.
We
Um,
were.
but in the
You
guest
could
bedroom, I did have a bed, so he would come up some, but he would bounce between me and Andy a little bit. But it actually that was my office when, my coworkers would see Frank come into the room, jump on the bed, and tell me I needed to stop what I was doing, to cover Frank with a blanket. So and that still happens to this day. I frequently will be mid-call and get up. Sometimes during the morning show, I probably annoy Chris and George because 'cause I'm like, "Everyone pause, everyone freeze." Frank
Frank's
needs
uncovered. He's cold.
Frank's uncovered. We gotta
They
fix
have they have they only have a single coat. They get cold.
He does get cold. He needs his blanket, and he knows it, so, yeah. Um, so
Okay, so
that was today we are actually here not to talk about my dog, though obviously, if you ever do a live with me or a meeting, and you ask me about my dog, this is what will happen. I will the agenda goes out the window, and suddenly I'm talking about him. But we are actually here to talk about the new Journeys tool in HubSpot. Trisha, have you played with it yet at all?
not at all. This
I'm
is
coming in blind.
I want intentionally, I wanted to first react like a true unboxing.
Mhm.
What is it? What do you think it is? I wanted to ask, what do you think or hope it is before you even open it up?
I was gonna ask you the same thing. So you and I, you see, you and I were right there. And I have I've read the product update. I haven't reread it super recently. Like I didn't reread it this morning, I guess is what I mean. Um, and there was an admin hug on this a few months ago that I did attend. Um,
Hmm.
but if I'm being totally honest, I think it was one of those admin hugs where I was doing something in the background. Um, and here's the thing, everyone. Multitasking is a scam. You can't do it.
You can't. No, you can't.
Um, you might be multitasking right now, and that's fine, but let's be honest. You're not paying that much attention to us.
No, you know what you can do? Legitimately, you can listen to a podcast or a LinkedIn Live, for example, on HubSpot's daily releases, hosted by my friend Casey Hawkins and others, um,
Among
and drive to the Motor Vehicle Commission. You can do that.
So all of this really to say, I don't have a great like I am truly unboxing this here right now. What I hope for it to be, or what my understanding is this may be replacing workflows. This is a smarter way to workflow that's a little bit more dynamic. Um, One of the challenges I've always had with workflows, and Trisha, you and I have worked on this before, is like, okay, so you could have a workflow for every single asset and a unique message for every asset. So they downloaded my beginner's guide to HubSpot. It's
Mhm,
great. I'm going to send you a couple emails, one delivering it, then following up on that. Then I might send you my 30-day marketing course or HubSpot marketing course, HubSpot course. Um, and then that kind of moves you along the funnel there and so on. However, 2 problems with that. One, it's very time intensive. If you only have one resource, that's kind of fine. But if you have 2, like every time you download a you have a new resource, you have to build a whole new like flow and communication thing.
mhm,
That's it becomes unsustainable. And because it becomes unsustainable, problem number 2, the content becomes irrelevant very quickly. Great, you first launch it, all your emails are on target, topical, relevant, things like that. But in not that long, your offering, your messaging, the world changes just enough that suddenly your messages are not resonating.
mhm,
Like if you launch something in 2020, it probably has a different tone and voice and stuff, um, for a lot of reasons than it does now. And it's hard to go back and revisit those on any regular cadence because you're busy building a new one.
mhm. And, additional problems with that are that I know that you
Mhm.
tomorrow's April 18th, right? When the currently in workflow property
Mhm.
gets, sunset. I know that you have used that before to keep people from potentially enrolling in multiple workflows, delivering content assets to them, because you don't want a scenario where you're, like, every 40 minutes delivering something over a, 2-week period. Um, so that handled that. However, that locks them into a workflow. And you and I have also talked about pros and cons of like how long that should be. But if you've got, let's say you've got a half dozen pieces of content in there, it's dripping out over like a 2-3 week period. Um, and then they start showing a lot of interest in some other area of your website, and you've got them locked into that one workflow, you're done. Like, they're not getting the most relevant content now because you've locked them into a path. So I'm hoping that this is more dynamic and flexible and allows for, I mean, ideally what I want is I want an engine like HubSpot to be matching what my prospect is doing, or my customer, what they're doing with what I have, and matching them to the best possible stuff at every point.
Yeah.
Does it do
How
that?
We'll see. How will it do that? That feels like as I'm even saying these things out loud, I'm like, How possibly? How possibly can they do this?"
I don't know, but like if you have like Darmesh here and AI here,
Mhm.
anything's possible, right?
Feels like it. So I think maybe
I don't
it
know.
would be helpful for me at least to check in on this again, what HubSpot's saying it is at least.
Hmm.
Also, the link to this beta is in the description for this event, hopefully. If it's not, I'll drop it in the comments of the event. If you want to opt in, you do need a marketing enterprise subscription to opt into this beta. So just keep that in mind. So what is it? Journey automation is a new automation tool built specifically for marketers. It enables marketers to map out and automate and optimize an end-to-end marketing experience for their customers, from new contact to lead to evangelic. Oh man, this just came up on the morning show the other day.
I was just going to
Evangelist.
say too, like your powers of reading out loud have like you're getting so much practice.
Some days it doesn't seem like it. From new contact to lead to evangelist, all within the same view. I got it.
You did it.
Journeys include Journey Builder to build and optimize complex omni-channel marketing strategies across the entire funnel in a single view, Journey Analytics to easily and quickly visualize and the flow of contacts through your journey, pinpoint where you're losing leads, and identify whether your strategy is working. Journey Draft.
I'm super excited about the journey analytics.
Yeah. Journey Drafts safely optimize your journey while not disrupting what's live. Continuous optimizations will help you generate more leads and engage customers. Journey Governance, with more granular permissions for editing, deleting, viewing, and publishing, marketing teams can feel confident with the whole team using journeys. I think that last point is like workflows. You had only a few permissions. You could view workflows, or you could edit them, or you could not have anything. So my understanding is with journeys, there's going to be more granular permissions.
Mm-hmm.
So if you have opted into the beta, currently, as of today, April 17th, if you have not switched to the new navigation, it is under marketing, or no, it's under automation journeys. However, it's moving to marketing. And I was waiting so I could show you where it was, but now it's under marketing and journeys. As you can see, have not played in tool intro page to justify this. So
we've got a blank canvas here.
Yeah. So let's create a journey. I guess we should help me get started.
Absolutely.
I was so close to saying I'll set it up myself, which speaks to me in HubSpot, where I'm always like, get out of here, HubSpot, I got it. But to be clear, I don't have this. All right, we're going to start the tour. So we're going to manage the end-to-end customer journeys, see and automate the entire marketing experience. We already read this. Build automated stages, start tour. Okay, so the first thing we'll do is select who enters this journey. Contacts will only enroll if they meet the stage criteria. So it looks like immediately it looks like this is only list based. If someone watching has used this more and knows of something else, we will see. But for now, let's say all contacts with emails. We want everyone in there.
Okay, that's a good start.
You might obviously want to use job titles or some of your segments. If you're using personas, probably a good place to use personas as well.
How many and things can you do? Is it only one?
Saying and and persona. And contact property value equal. Oh, you'll choose the value during the setup. I think we need to figure out. Okay, yeah, we need this next one.
Okay.
All right, so we select the list. We want contacts with email. Then we select our enrollment criteria. We also might want to do like only marketing contacts. That might be another good one, but whatever. Pick one contact property.
Well, I mean, that's also going to be customers in there too. So,
but I think this is the part where we might filter out customers. Because we would set our enrollment criteria to pick one contact property to enroll contacts at each journey stage. Oh, each stage uses a different value from the same property as enrollment criteria. tip, use a property that segments by intent level, like default journey stage property. Okay, so this is actually going to persona is not the best fit here because this is going to determine the stage they are. Commonly, I refer to this as like top of funnel, middle of funnel, bottom of funnel, tofu,
Mhm.
mofu, tofu. So it sounds like to start, we probably just want to use HubSpot's journey stages. And let's just start there.
Okay. Let's start there.
I keep
Oh, and
checking.
now we get to pick a stage.
I keep checking to make sure it's still in draft, especially all
Yes.
all emails. But
Listen, we've all had something go wrong. Something horrible go wrong. And
still in draft.
it scars you for life.
Still in draft, everyone. We're doing fine. We're doing fine. Um, Set up a journey stage. A stage is an automated flow personalized to each segment. Contacts are successfully in a stage if they meet the conditions you set and unsuccessful if they don't. Click details. All right, so this is what I'm going to choose. My journey stage is equal to, and these are the default ones. I have not edited this. I do not know if you can edit this at this exact moment in time. But my journey stage out of the box options are new, contact, in nurturing, low intent. This would be kind of my tofu, mid intent, mofu, high intent, bofu. I think one of the things, it's interesting if you use those in combination to like low intent, because low intent is top of funnel, but like those are contradictory to one another. So just keep that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Then we have unqualified, qualified, onboarding, post onboarding, engaged, and unengaged. Um, I am guilty as charged. I focus most of the time on sales and marketing. I do not spend a whole lot of my job in onboard, like post sales.
Mhm.
Um, so guilty as charged in that sometimes I forget that, just because it has never been like a big focus for me. However, worth calling out that this is incorporated here and that you should consider the post sales process as well. So
I wonder
let's,
what I get all of these. I wonder what the engaged and unengaged are. Um, I mean, I know what unengaged is, but I wonder what engaged is and how that's different from like low intent, high intent.
I too am curious. I guess we should get through all that, all of these. I don't think we're gonna like, I think we're gonna need a whole nother thing. I actually was already
I
thinking.
I was already thinking that too.
I'm
'Cause
like, we got weeks in here, Trisha.
I think we do. I think we do. So let's just go with new contact.
New contact.
I wonder if
So I had to pick one of those.
yeah, yeah.
Um,
I don't even know what new contact means specifically. Like, does that mean somebody I mean, clearly they've done something on the website because they wouldn't be in HubSpot if they hadn't done something. But I guess okay, so just somebody did something. That's what that means.
I don't know. I guess so. Then we want the set the successful outcome. Contacts who complete this journey by meeting success conditions are assigned this property value and can be added to a list. I don't know. This is a goal exit. Unsuccessful outcomes, contacts who don't meet the success conditions. So the goal, based on what I just read, I think the goal is like a goal in a workflow, what takes them out if they achieve this. Unsuccessful contacts who don't meet success conditions are assigned this property value. Unsuccessful outcomes can be unique or shared values using a go-to action. I'm confused by this so far. We'll
This
follow.
okay, so that piece I know,
Okay.
because I watched the 2.5-minute video on this.
You said you came in blind. You lied. You have
I
2.5 minutes.
I did. I had to, yeah, but you too. Anyway, all that means is that if they didn't do the thing that you wanted them to do, now you can choose to give them additional content, disqualify them, some stuff like that.
So is that this, like
No, I think that's the right-hand one.
okay.
Or no, 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 no. It's the okay. So if you go down mid intent and on the left hand side goal exit, on the right hand side go to unengaged.
Hmm.
So it's just whatever the right hand side of your workflow is going to be.
Okay, so I mean, okay, so I get it. So there's 2 exits to your workflow. Any workflow. There's 2
Mhm,
exits. The exit 1 is they accomplished the goal of your workflow. Exit 2 is they did not. So this is
mhm.
just that. That's all.
That's all it is. Is they didn't do the thing. So now what?
All right, I'm following now. Then the plus signs are where we can add stages. So we can keep engaged contacts by adding more stages to any path. Add stages to unsuccessful paths to create new engagement paths. Otherwise, stages appear in the existing success path. Let me look at the example again for that. So new contact, in theory, you want them to become intentful. Intent. In this case, we're saying mid-intent. If they do not, then we are moving them to in nurture. So we're trying to get them to mid-intent. That makes sense. And then if they are not successful in our nurturing, they're low intent.
But if they are, then in theory they go up to that first. I don't know, that second level box on the left.
So then they'd go to mid intent.
Yeah.
But if they, after the low intent flow,
Hmm.
if we still have nothing, then they're unengaged.
Yeah.
I wonder how much of this is auto set versus like unengaged is being manually set, I think.
We'll find out.
We'll find out. Open the editor to automate steps for this stage. Edit flow. Ooh, workflow in a workflow.
Mm.
All right, so we automate interactions for this segment, contacts that don't complete touch point actions or meet successful conditions in a wait until activity action are considered unsuccessful in this stage.
Cool.
Okay. And then I can turn it on, which I won't do. Well, there's nothing happening in here, so it's really actually not that big of a deal. Nothing is set up. People may get enrolled.
But nothing's gonna happen.
They'll enroll immediately in any stage for which they already match enrollment criteria. So it looks like when you review and turn on, it will back enroll people who currently meet the enrollment criteria.
Mhm.
Enter. All right, I want to poke in here a little bit. Well, no, actually, the edit flow is what I wanted to. So, am I correct that instead, where in the past I might have a top of funnel workflow, a middle of funnel workflow, a bottom of funnel workflow, I would now have one journey, and then within those,
Possibly. I think that's what we were looking at in the example, is that it had multiple. No, in that example that we were just looking at, it was that particular example, it was sending everything back to mid-intent. So the goal of this is to get them to be a qualified lead, and I don't know, just looking at this, what takes them from new contact down to mid-intent, but every no path on this was sending them back to mid-intent as opposed to sending them to, like, bottom of funnel
well, that
in
each of
that
these
example.
I think each of these have a flow in them. So
Oh,
when someone
yeah?
yeah, so new contact, I can edit flow. So
Mhm.
this looks like a workflow.
I know it does. Click on send assets.
I was like,
Yeah.
I don't I was like, "How do I send an email?" I was immediately like, "What do you mean?" Okay. I sent an email. I was like, I'm missing the whole thing, the whole thing. So you have to click send assets, and then you can send an email or a WhatsApp message. Interesting. You can also do both at the same time. And it's going to do all of these are all my automated emails.
Okay. It's not doing anything automatically, which is what I was hoping for.
I think it is. But I
No,
think like,
you gotta pick the email.
oh, yes. So there's like a workflow builder in this is what it seems. It's looking like
Mhm,
to me.
mhm.
I'm sure whoever built this may be offended that I'm calling it a workflow.
Mm,
But it's helping with my brain that's used to workflows. I don't say
mhm,
that for any other reason that it's helping for me us put this together.
mhm.
So someone is a new contact. I can wait until something happens. But for new contacts, I probably don't wait for anything. I can't what would
I
I be
think 'cause I what they have to fill out a form to become a new contact, unless you're, like, importing lists, right?
Mhm.
They have so if you then, I think, put add activity form in there again, like, I think that that would then wait for them to fill out a second form before it would do anything.
Yeah. Or, like, wait until they visit a website page. But I don't have to do that.
I think like, just putting a pin in a thought here, journey stage equals new contact. Uh, okay, it's not so they're not bottom funnel, they're not middle of funnel, they're just new contact.
Mhm. So I think in this case, for new contacts, I'd probably just wanna wait. Okay, they became a contact. Maybe I wait a day.
Mhm.
Okay. It won't be okay, I need at least one activity. What if I just don't wait a
See,
day?
like, I think that wait is, like, after they do the thing.
Mhm. But it will
So
be as long as a day. Okay. But for, like, new content, this feels weird to me, but, it's in beta,
okay,
so
so
now I'm seeing
their new contact, they looked at a page,
mhm,
and you're gonna wait a day.
or a day if the conditions are not met.
Oh.
Like,
Oh!
this is as long as I'll wait.
Oh. Do you have to wait? Interesting.
I don't think so. I could have this all happen. I do have to
You
wait.
can delete that. You can delete that wait.
Oh, you're right, I can delete the wait, you're right. What I'm not liking is, uh oh, well, okay, this is the problem. There's a wait until activity and a wait. There's just a wait, never mind. I wanted the option to just wait. There is one. Good news, everyone.
Good. Cool.
Um, and then, yeah, it seems to me like you just basically build your workflow what would normally be your workflow, you would build it here, um, but then you build your workflow here, and then you choose if they have like, for example, for this, if they have not opened or maybe they have not clicked any of my emails, maybe they haven't signed up for whatever I'm trying to get them to sign up for, I can I can the goal would be they're in mid-intent, but how do I know that I guess
There
if
must be there must be something on the back end that we have to set up that actually they're asking us for some criteria about what's low, mid, high?
I think if they end on this left side, then I set them as a
Oh,
success.
you just if they end on the left side, that's mid intent.
Mhm.
Okay.
Well,
Um,
my takeaway is we've got weeks of content to cover, Trisha.
yeah, me too.
I think there's a lot of promise here. I hope that our LinkedIn friends will join us as we figure it out. Um, and eventually we'll have a whole journey built, one of these
Eventually
days.
we will. And if you have a specific journey you'd like somebody like Casey to build out for you, just just comment and let us know what that is, and maybe we'll pick you for next week.
Yeah. I think next week we'll just keep playing with the new tool, keep continue unboxing, and then I'm sure as this goes on, we'll end up having like more specific things to dive into. One thing for sure, I know we both have questions on is that new journey field and how that's set. Um, but I think step one is continuing to just click around. So same time next week, everyone.
I can't wait. Can't wait. Cool.
Thank you all for joining us. Comment below if you have any questions, and I'll leave a link to the beta in the event comments. So if you want to check it out, you can. Have
Awesome.
a
Thank you. Thank
good
you,
end of
Casey.
your week, everyone, and hopefully we'll see you next week.